Differences in Sports Marketing by Meryl Woods. A marketing professor from the Dijon Business School told us that marketing works where there is passion. When there is passion, objectivity is no longer present. So, Barcelona soccer and the Dallas Cowboys football. From the outside, it looks the same. Fans are all passionate about a team and a game. But what really is the key to being successful in sports marketing? Europe and the United States both have very different ways of promoting and marketing their sports due to differences in culture, language, fans, and the overall rules of the industry. Football Americano, or soccer as we know it, remains the most popular sport in the world, even though in the United States this is most often known as a playtime for kids than a popularized sporting event. The total global sports industry is currently between $480 and $620 billion. Of that number, soccer alone brings in revenues close to $28 billion a year. Predominantly in Europe, football brings in an astounding $22 billion worth of business annually. How is marketing so different then? In the United States, we foster an environment for equality among professional teams. Often we refer to the big four sports, which include NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. Surprisingly, these four major sports combined take up a smaller total market share at 35% than the total 43% that soccer contains worldwide. In addition to the big four sports, there are various smaller market sports that have strong fan bases in the U.S. For example, NASCAR, tennis, golf, and boxing continue to thrive in the United States because of the wider variety of sports fans. Due to soccer's dominating presence in Europe, it is extremely difficult for other sports to grow popular when they continuously fall in the shadow of Europe's favorite sport. This alone is a major factor in the way sports marketing in the European countries must be different than the way Americans would market sports. In the EU, countries such as Germany, France, and Spain have to promote their respective sports teams to an international market. This, in effect, creates certain issues such as language barriers that the U.S. sports market do not encounter. In addition, European countries must reach a larger market share that spreads over 27 very culturally different countries. The United States professional teams also have a smaller population of athletes to choose from. We don't have to compete for the best players from other countries like European teams do. Another important difference that truly changes how sports are played and viewed is the idea of keeping the balance. In the States, certain regulations, such as the draft and salary caps for professional players, ensure that there is fair game and competition between sports teams. On the other hand, the Champions League has a completely free market enterprise and doesn't believe in the idea of revenue sharing. Therefore, certain teams become powerhouses due to how much money they can spend to buy the best players. For example, soccer players are some of the most well-paid athletes in the world. This system makes it difficult for smaller, less developed teams to break out into the league when they are up against teams that are stacked with the best soccer players in the world. In short, the correlation between money and team victories is clear. Unlike European teams, American teams tend to have more centralized marketing controlled by the professional leagues. Even though certain teams, such as the Seattle Seahawks football team, may carry out their own marketing and branding, rules and regulations set forth by the NFL must still be followed. Lastly, a prominent cultural difference is the fans. Sports are a staple in any culture, despite the country or the city you come from. On one side, Americans usually view sports as a gathering event. It's more than just a game because it is about the experience and the production put on. In Europe, you have extremely committed, die-hard fans that are loyal to their teams. Therefore, these different target audiences will encourage different types of marketing strategies. Overall, there are various similarities between the US and Europe. However, when taking a further look into sports marketing, it is evident that in order to have success in the industry, marketing strategies must differ based on the culture, sports, and the fans.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving